Hey Pretty Girl Club, welcome to another Pretty Privilege video. In this video, I am asking you guys the question, what kind of cultural pretty privilege do you want? Because you have a choice. So for example, are you an older woman who lives in the suburbs and maybe you want to look like a sexy soccer mom, or maybe you want the type of pretty privilege that is more associated with youth. You want to be able to wear ripped jeans and a crop top, or maybe you like kind of the vintage pretty privilege. I've seen a lot of girls who are into the 90s look, and maybe you want your fashion to kind of represent that because that is the type of beauty that you feel fits you the best, or that's the type of pretty privilege you like to experience. Maybe you enjoy pretty privilege that is associated with Black culture, with African American culture. I've noticed that a lot of people, they like to shame mixed Black women for wanting, Black cultural pretty privilege and wearing hip hop clothing and stuff like that. But it's like, no, that's still a part of you. So you have a right to engage in that if you want. Maybe you like kind of the urban street styles. I know that I sometimes like to dress like that, especially in the summertime, like the little cute shorts and cute tube tops and maybe some hoop earrings every now and again and red lipstick. Maybe you would like the pretty privilege that is associated with your non-Black culture. So if you are mixed race, multicultural, maybe you like to dress like how the people dress in your home country. Maybe you like to wear certain head wraps or traditional skirts and stuff like that. And it makes you feel more connected to your family members who maybe they live there or you haven't seen them in a long time, but you just want to connect with that part of your culture. Another type of pretty privilege I can think of is kind of more of a sexy pretty privilege. So showing off your curves. Maybe you are the type who you like feeling sexy. You like feeling kind of like a dominatrix in a way. So you like clothes that are more form-fitting, clothes that show off your waist to hip ratio. Another type of pretty privilege is the athletic look. Maybe you like to dress very sporty. Maybe you like yoga pants or running shorts and tank tops that are a little bit more baggy and fitness sets. I love a cute workout set. That is like bae. I love wearing a cute workout set. Maybe you are into tennis or golf and you like to wear the outfits that go along with people who play tennis and people who play golf. Maybe you really like that culture and you want to experience the pretty privilege that comes from dressing like that. And I'm talking about all of this because there is not just one type of pretty privilege. And I've noticed that, no shade, but girls who feel like they don't have pretty privilege, they think that there's only one type of pretty privilege and they're mad that they don't have it. But they don't realize that that's not true. There are actually many different ways to be beautiful. Beauty is not a monolith. You don't have to be white to be beautiful. You don't have to be light skinned to be beautiful. You don't have to have a certain hair type in order to be beautiful. All of those things can be beautiful, but you get to choose what your beauty standard is for yourself. You get to decide if a beauty standard is attainable for you or if it is worth the cost of like chasing after that beauty standard or trying to meet that beauty standard. You get to decide how you want to look and you get to decide what is the most beautiful to you. So yes, that goes for hair, that goes for clothes, it goes for your face. Like what type of face do you think looks the most beautiful? Do you think it's heart-shaped face, oval-shaped face? And then what is your face shape? Do you feel like you can achieve whatever that face shape is? Or do you happen to already fit your ideal face shape? Just because somebody else may meet a popular beauty standard, that doesn't mean that that has to be your beauty standard. And also, it doesn't even mean that it's their beauty standard. For example, I happen to have an oval shaped face and an hourglass body. Neither of those are my beauty standard. My face shape beauty standard is actually more of a heart shape. I've always liked heart shaped faces. And so, yes, when I'm doing my makeup, sometimes I try to make my face look more heart-shaped. I also got some Botox to hopefully get my face into more of a heart over time. And that's okay. That's my face shape. I know that there are other people who they think the heart-shaped face has like a bigger forehead, because if you have a heart-shaped face, your forehead may be a little bit more wide than your chin. But I don't care about that. I've always had an oval-shaped face, and I decided that I want to try having a face that looks a little bit more like a heart. And when it comes to my body type, yes, a lot of people love the hourglass shape. I like the hourglass shape too, but that's actually not my top beauty standard for myself. So just because that may be a popular shape or the most popular shape, it doesn't necessarily mean that a person who meets that standard thinks that it's, the ideal beauty standard for themselves. So, like for me, my ideal is I prefer a very, very slim, very willowy figure on myself. So, think Taylor Swift, think Zendaya. That is more of like the look that I prefer for myself. So, it's okay to have a beauty standard for yourself that is not the most popular one or it doesn't quite fit the norm. It's your life, it's your body. You get to decide how you want it to look. This channel is pro plastic surgery, it's pro weight loss or, fixing your teeth or getting Botox, fillers, lip filler, whatever you feel will make you look the best or, whatever you feel is a part of your own personal level up journey. That is your business. That's nobody else's business. I can't stand when they try to police your beauty or when they try to accuse you of isms, colorism, texturism, featureism, etc., because you chose to do something different to yourself. Like I've seen women say, "Oh, well, she's fat phobic because she lost weight." It's like, well, no, maybe she just wanted to feel healthier. Maybe she feels like she looks better when her stomach is flat. You're just saying that because you are overweight and you are offended that somebody else didn't want to be overweight. I'm not offended if somebody doesn't want to look like how I look. I don't go up to white girls and say, "Oh, you don't want a tan to get to my color, so therefore you're a colorist. Taylor Swift, you're a colorist. How dare you not want to get tan? Taylor Swift, you need to try to become more of a caramel skin tone so you can prove to me that you are not a colorist." No. If she wants to remain pale or have a porcelain skin tone and she likes that skin tone and she stays out of the sun or wears sunscreen or whatever, that's her business. It's her body. Just because somebody doesn't want to look exactly like me, it doesn't make me any less beautiful. It doesn't make me any less valuable. And it doesn't mean that that person is automatically doing it because they hate my phenotype. And also, there are people out there who will hate my phenotype. There are people out there who are racist. But so what? That doesn't mean that I have to internalize their racism or their ignorance. Just because somebody else thinks that I'm ugly doesn't mean that I have to think that I'm ugly. There are guys online who say all the time, "Oh, this girl is a 6, this girl is a 5." But that doesn't mean that I have to now live my life as a 6 or live my life as a 5 or feel like I'm somehow lower on the scale just because one random person had a negative opinion of me. Some people are just, they care way too much about what others think. And I would say that if you have an externalized beauty standard, meaning whatever somebody else says, you take that on as your internal beauty standard, you're going to be constantly changing yourself like every 5 seconds. So that's why on this channel here in the Pretty Girl Club, I promote creating a beauty standard for yourself. So for some of you guys, it'll be what you already look like and you feel like, okay, cool, I don't really have to change anything at all. And then for others, you may be like, okay, I'm going to make a few tweaks here and there. And then still for others, it may be more of a dramatic change. Like maybe you want to lose a significant amount of weight. Maybe you want to completely get your teeth done. Maybe you want to like get dentures or veneers, like depending on your age and stuff. Maybe you are older and you want to get a facelift and you want to save money to be able to get that done one day. That is okay. I actually don't feel like just because somebody gets a facelift, oh, it means that they hate themselves and they have such low self-esteem. Well, no, maybe she feels more beautiful when her face is, lifted and it's not sagging down. I know that when I get super old, if my face ever sags down, I'm going to get a facelift. But anyway, what do you ladies think? What type of pretty privilege do you enjoy having? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.